This is what will make you so valuable as a freelancer in 2025.
If you learn how they do this, if you do the same, you will be golden.
It's
like
so profitable.
and they can get a lot of money just from one sale, and I think just knowing how to market it is really important as well.
Because you need to know how to market, you need to know how to strategize.
This sounds like such a power combo. It's like having loads of skills, but also knowing how to sell high ticket products.
Biggest trend of 2025 is high ticket products.
High ticket products.
Yeah.
So like marketing high ticket products or selling high ticket products?
Yeah,
or both?
selling high ticket products.
Yeah, what do you think? What's your experience?
I think it's complicated.
It is. You gotta really know what you're doing if you're selling high ticket products. But you've had experience with clients and stuff.
Yeah.
With that, so do you want to discuss that? Like,
obviously.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
So the thing is, most of the content creators right now, they realize that they have this massive audience and they have no clue what to do with it.
Yeah.
And they look for like a way to monetize it, so they create high ticket programs. But then they realize, oh, like I'm not a marketer. What do I do now? How do I get those sales?
Yeah.
This was one of my first biggest clients actually. So she built out an audience. She started selling the product, and she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I've got the emails. I feel like this is such a great spot to tap into in our economy as well. Like people who are trying to kind of start earning money, whether they're editors, I don't know, actually marketers whatsoever. People who sell high tickets, those creators, they have all of the money.
Yeah.
So if you work with creators who sell high tickets, well, this is how you can sign your first client.
That's the thing. Like, it depends on how high ticket. Like, I have a client who also sells really high ticket. It's like 2.5k high ticket or something like that. But they can get a lot of money just from one sale. And I think, of course, like you said, a lot of them don't know how to sell their high ticket programs. Because a high ticket program, there's a lot of stuff you need to really do to really build that trust, to part with like £1,000 with someone and more, even if it's like more. So that's why if you're like a freelancer or even a business owner, you know, going into high ticket is great. Just knowing how to market it is like really important as well. So for instance, if you're talking like with freelancers, selling, helping high ticket business owners who, like, if they're a coach or whatever they are, you can get a lot of money from them, because if you make them like a sale for like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 5, only a couple sales, like they'll pay you a lot of money for that.
Exactly. Yes.
And this is why I was thinking about like in just copywriting, like, what do you think about the skill side of things?
The skill side of things.
Yeah, like for freelancers who wanna like help high ticket salespeople, you know, like not just being a copywriter, or, you know, really learning more skills in high ticket sales, because it doesn't just require like words, because for example
obviously,
so there is a lot into it, but it's really high paying skill to learn how to sell high ticket products.
Yes, and I was telling you this on the train when we were going here. One of my friends, his main offer is just helping people build out those high tickets, because it's so profitable, and people will pay you even if you do commissions. You get like massive commission. This is why people get into high ticket sales. They get massive commissions. That's why copywriters, more people getting into copywriting, because they get massive commissions. They don't have to give any guarantees. Like, all they do is just get people those sales, get that commission paid to them.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand your question though.
Okay, so for example, freelancers, if they want to help, because obviously we're going to have both business owners and freelancers on here watching, what skills are required to actually like sell high ticket? Because you said like obviously there's a lot that goes into it. Like, it's not just words, or it's not just emails, or it's not just like one thing. There's a lot of skills you need to learn in order to do like sell high ticket. That was
yeah. There is a lot that goes into it. Like, you're so right. I think number one thing is analysis. Like, you need to be able to analyze what the target audience for that high ticket would think. One thing that I actually realized after working with like so many coaches and stuff is you need to target the right people. Many like lead generation agencies or coaches who just like target, you know, bring their own audience, they target people who have no money. And if they have no money, there's nothing you can do. We were discussing this as well. So you need to know how to target the right people, like people who know will need your program and who will be able to afford it. So I think this is number one thing, though. So you need to know how to talk to those kind of people. Like, how can you word your message in a way that people who have the capacity to buy that product will find interesting?
Yeah.
Obviously marketing. Like, if you want to sell high tickets, you need to know how to market. You need to know how to strategize. And, you're not just going to, like, go to people and say, oh, this is my 10K program, just buy it.
There's more to it. There's more to it than just, like, going, because, like, I have one of my clients who sells, like, a 2.5K program, right? You can't just go up to someone and be like, hey, do you want to buy my high ticket program? There's a lot of, but obviously it's like incredibly profitable. There's so many different ways you can do with like in high ticket selling, when you pick people who have high ticket sales. And it doesn't just have to be like coaches, it can be like local businesses. Like, for example, you have local businesses like, I don't know, landscapes or something. Their services can be like high ticket as well, above like 1,000 to like even 8,000. So because this is what will make you so valuable as a freelancer in 2025, like we were saying, is being able to sell high ticket stuff, like, work with people who can, like sales and stuff like that, because you're very valuable that way. If you can sell things for like high money, right? And so I think going into 2025 as a freelancer, you should definitely like aim to probably like work with people who, one, have a lot of money and can sell for a lot of money. So, yeah.
And the thing is, not many people know how to do this. You know how people who kind of learn off YouTube, for example, like they get the process information of those gurus who are just trying to sign them for their coaching program. Like that exact same high ticket. Yeah. So guys, instead of going on YouTube and try to learn the skill, analyze what those people are telling you, because they are selling you some kind of crazy expensive program. And if you learn how they do this, if you do the same, you will be golden. Like, don't listen to what they tell you, just look at what they're doing.
Yeah, honestly, like, because I know, like, there is, obviously YouTube is, like, this whole, like, realm of stuff. Like, there's a lot on YouTube you can learn, but it's, like, it's everywhere. And majority of it is surface level. I know we're on YouTube right now, but majority of it is going to be surface level. And so that's how I started when I was trying to learn like the skill of, selling and helping, marketing and stuff, is analyzing. Because all of the best work that people put out there to sell these like high ticket stuff, their best work is out there. Like, it's public. Exactly. Anyone can go and find it. Like, for example, I'm not going to say a name, but if you wanted to, learn how to sell like a specific person, their stuff is out there. You just got to like analyze that. And then you can like quickly kind of learn the thing. YouTube can only take you so far. Yeah. But yeah, analyzing if you're a freelancer, even if you're just marketing for your own, that's probably like the biggest thing that I've done as well. So it really helps if you analyze, but yeah.
Obviously, yes, totally, I agree. I think, one of the biggest lessons that Chris Odorowski, I don't know, sorry if I did not pronounce his name right, but yeah, I was on a coaching call with him. And one thing that he told me is people who sell high tickets, one thing that they look for is some kind of automation. This is why copywriters, for example, they are so profitable right now, because they write those emails for those people. So they either set up those automations or they just write broadcasts for, high level entrepreneurs. Yeah. And, those people, they don't need to do anything. Like, it's all done by a copywriter and they just get the money. So don't for your services. Definitely a way to go. Like, I don't know, anything, absolutely anything.
And obviously, like, I think on the side of skills side is, if you are a copywriter, then being just the copywriter is probably not enough. Because, for example, like for you as well, and for me, you've done more than just like writing stuff. Obviously, like you're very valuable, because words is like being able to use your words in a way that gets people to, what was I going to say? Your words are important in selling things, because that's the thing people are going to hear and make them decide on whether or not they want to work with you. But like you said, just being a copywriter isn't enough, especially in 2025. Because if you're selling like high ticket, for example, that there's a lot into it. Like, you can't just write like one like emails and stuff. Like, you can do more, like building funnels. And me and Patrice Moore spoke about this in another podcast. It's just like having full stack of skills, because like me and you've both had that. That's why our clients stay with us. That's why they love us. That's why we make so much money for our clients, because we do a lot for them. Yeah. So I think having more skills, like obviously pairing, if you can, like, this sounds like such a power combo. It's like having loads of skills, but also knowing how to sell high ticket products.
Yes.
Is like...
Exactly. So me and
Yeah.
you were talking about this. Alicia and I were not just copywriters. Even though we
Yeah.
go by this kind of title, like I'm a
Yeah.
copywriter, you're a copywriter, we're not just copywriters. Like we are full stack marketers.
I think this is something I kind of like, it felt wrong to not, you feel like you have to label yourself as,
Yes.
well, I'm now a copywriter. So it's like, we aren't just copywriters, we do more than that.
Yeah.
So I think when you have those labels, it restricts you. So you're not, you know,
Yeah.
like me and Patrice were talking as well, like you are way more irreplaceable
Yes.
and more highly valued if you know more skills on top of, like, maybe if you're just doing funnels, you can learn how to write copy for those funnels, how to automate the back end stuff. It makes you so like, it makes you irreplaceable.
Yeah.
And really valuable to your clients. Like, you're very valuable to your clients as well. Like, because, you know, you've made them a lot of money, I've made them a lot of money, but not just with one skill, multiple different skills.
You mentioned back-end automation. It's such a valuable skill to have, especially nowadays. Whoever you're working with, whatever company you're working with, all of them need some kind of automation. I guess this is like one of the biggest things that entrepreneurs are looking for right now. Like, they will hire you if you can take like a lot of job of them and do it great. Like, obviously, you know, one question that so many people ask me in DMs, like every single day I get this kind of question: what is the best way for me to sign a client? And I'm sure you get this every day from like tens of thousands of people. Yeah. You have like this community.
Yeah.
Guys, show your results. Do something. Show results. So if you, for example, let's go back to the automation. If you know how to automate stuff, automate it for yourself. Show it to those people. Like, if you are creating sales funnels, create a funnel for yourself, make it like stand out, make it awesome. And then like entrepreneurs who see it, they'll think, oh my God, I want that as well. Like, let me just get that.
Getting clients as a freelancer. Do you want to expand on that a little bit? Like, I get this question so much as well. Like, how do you get clients? Like, how do you get clients? Obviously, it's like, you only know what you know. So it's not, you're obviously going to be curious, like, should I go Instagram? Like, the biggest thing that I've learned, because I made a lot of mistakes, and I'll give you the quote in a minute. There's one quote that links to this, but let me tell you the back context of it and stuff. Yeah. It's like, in the beginning, I made so many mistakes with, like, you know, not having clients for ages, not getting clients, not knowing what to do. But I realized that the thing that actually got me the clients was just trying stuff.
Exactly.
Like, you can get clients from the most, like, unexpected places ever.
Exactly.
Like, literally.
I have so many stories to tell about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, though, before you say that, a quote,
yeah.
which is, you probably would agree with this, because it's there's so much in this quote. It's only a few words, but it's like, successful people fail more than unsuccessful people even try. Yeah. And it's like if you're contemplating, like, should I send this message, should I do this, whatever it is to do with getting clients, whatever, just try it. Like, just even in anything, even if it's maybe not just trying to get clients, if it's the marketing, anything, like, just try it, because you learn so much from doing stuff. So right. Like, I think the one thing that we've done a lot is just trying stuff and just doing stuff, and like, whether it's right or wrong, I think in the beginning, if you're a freelancer, specifically and even business owners, like, you are going to get so many things wrong, but I think people get scared of that, which is fine, because you only know what you know, and you're only in the beginning. I'm going off a bit here, but like, it's so like, that one thing, like, for me, when I did it in 2024, it was like the biggest thing. That was the biggest lesson. It's just like, just try stuff. Yes. So
one thing about me is, and people hate me for this, they always ask this question, like, what is the best outreach technique? Think about me. I've never done outreach. Like, I mean, I have, but I've never been successful. I've never signed a single client off outreach. Like, this is the craziest part. Wow. I worked with so many people, not a single one came from outreach. And I know why. First of all, I signed most of my clients off my Instagram, which, you know, at the point when I signed my first client, I was at 200 followers on Instagram. Yeah. 200 followers. And
only 200,
like, yes, this was crazy. Only 200 followers. My first 4-figure client. 4-figure a month. Yeah. Like, this was crazy. And my mind was blown. And when I asked them, like, why did you trust me? Like, I have just 200 followers. There are, like, so many people out there who sign so many more clients. She said, well, because I liked your funnel. Like, I liked your website. I liked the way you write. She read my captions. She read captions on my Instagram Reels. And she was like, I like the way you write. Like, I want you to do that for me. She didn't ask for a portfolio. This is the craziest part. You guys focus so much on, like, portfolios, stuff like that. Sometimes people don't even care. if you can prove it to them, if you can tell them, I can write this email for you, I can write this email promoting your product, they will love it. Like, because it's for them. Most of the time, people don't care at like about your other work, because it's not for them. Like,
they care about them.
Yes,
they care about them.
They care about themselves. If you can do something for them, like write a good headline for their website and say, try it. Like, just try it for like a week, see how it goes. If you can write an email for them, like a short sequence, like a 3-email sequence, and they try it and it like makes them sales, then obviously they're gonna want to kind of continue working with you and sign you.
Do you know what? That's
as their employee.
That is so powerful. That is, I think, like expanding on what you were saying, like going into 24, because there's so many freelancers. Like, you've probably seen it, and everyone watching this has probably seen it. There's so many freelancers. There's like copywriters, funnel builders, video editors. There's so many freelancers, and like, what do you need to stand out? What you just said was trust. You need to build like. Not like, this is why Instagram, obviously we're not saying what's the best way to outreach and stuff, but obviously trying stuff. But the point is like, what was I saying again?
You're talking about freelancers.
Oh, because there's so many, because there's so many freelancers nowadays that it's like, it's really hard to stand out. Because do you know what's funny? It's like, I heard this thing, there is actually more freelancers than there is demand for the services. Which is like scary.
Yeah, it is scary.
Especially with AI and everything. And it's like, what the hell? And so just like you said, you didn't really do outreach. And I'm not saying outreach doesn't work, because I've signed clients with outreach. It works.
But, like, I just didn't have time
but like,
for it.
like you said though, you've like leveraged time in a way. Yeah. But also you've built trust with people through something like your personal brand. I think as like, this is such a shiny thing nowadays, it's become such a big thing. But everyone knows you should be doing that. But building a connection and trust with clients, this is what makes you stand out. Because like, you know, when you're on Instagram, most people will just be like, hi, can I do some copywriting for you or something? the business owners.
I get these DMs. I'm a copywriter. Like, it says copywriter on my Instagram, and I get these kind of DMs.
I know,
all the
and
time.
it's like, this is the thing. I get outreach for that as well. It's like, business owners aren't gonna, even high ticket business owners are not going to trust just anyone, random person. They need to know that they can trust you to do the thing.
Guys, one thing is, if you're trying to pitch somebody who sells a high ticket, do not just DM them and say, oh, I can do that for you. If they are worth your time, they're not just going to agree to your one message saying, I can edit for you or something. Yeah. People who make actually a lot of money, they expect you to provide value for them. Just sending them a piece of portfolio is not enough. Like, I said it, it's not enough. They're not even gonna open it. Like me, when I hired my first ever employee, I hired a copywriter to help me when I was like trying to scale into agency and stuff. I did not look at his portfolio. What he did, I told him, like, write email about this. He wrote an email, I liked it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like,
yeah,
guys, you need to do something for them. If they
it's all about them.
Yeah, if they're making money, they will want to see how you can help them, not how you can help, not how you helped Sally, like, somewhere from London.
Yeah.
How you helped her grow her business.
Yeah.
Like, nobody actually gives a shit. Like, I'm sorry.
Do you know what, as well, like, especially like specifically cold outreach DMs and stuff, like this is why it's good, it works, but this is where it can go wrong. Is like, imagine you're on a date with someone, and you've never really met them before. You've just gone on Tinder and you're like, swipe, yeah, let's go on a date together. And then you're like, do you want to marry me? And you're like, hold on a second, like, I don't even know who you are, first of all. I and it's the same thing in like DMs, especially like, it doesn't matter where you are, like, even if you're not doing cold outreach, or when you're selling high ticket sales and selling high ticket products and stuff, even as a freelancer, it applies to both. You cannot marry someone on first sight unless you're a crazy person. But it's the same thing. If you're just like just saying hi, basically saying, can I marry you, they're not going to trust you. That's why you have to build the trust before you can ask to marry someone. Just like if you're a freelancer or selling high ticket products, that's why you said about like trust and, like you said, value, actually doing stuff for them. And I think people miss the fact that it's all about the client, especially in high ticket, when you're selling high ticket, or even if you're a freelancer, like, it's all about the customer, because they don't care about you. They don't care if you're like 20 years experience copywriting. They care about, like, can you sell my thing? And that's it.
I think this is a great point. And also people who sell really expensive products, they value their time more than anything else.
Yeah.
In the way, if you say I'll do that for free, if they do not need it, they will not like waste their time. If you cannot provide value, they will not hire you even for free, because it's taken out like you're taking their time away. Like they could be making money, but you are taking their time away with your free work. Like it's costing them more
If
money.
you think about like high ticket like coaches and stuff, or just business owners that you might be targeting or whatever, they value their time. Like you said, they know time leverage. And so if you're in here like taking ages, like you just need to get to the point in a good way that builds trust. Like you said, with your personal brand, it gets to the point, but they trust you in such a small amount of time. What I was saying is like, wait, what were you saying before? Sorry.
They value their time.
Oh yeah, they value their time. So, like you said with the free work, you can't really be beating around the bush. Yeah. Even when you're like marketing, this is like on a marketing thing. It's like all this stuff. You have to know the person you're going for, especially business owners. They're not fucking around. They want like,
yes,
they value their time. Like you said, you can't be wasting people's time. Obviously. So it's all about them and providing value. I think one thing like with freelancers always ask me especially is, should I do like free work in the beginning? Which you should in the beginning, just because like if you've never done anything before, like you should definitely do free work because it gets your name out there, you get some testimonials. But it's a long game thing. Doing free value, there's a specific way you have to do it, but the free value is all about the customer, isn't it? Like it's all about the client you're working for or whatever it is. Like I don't know, if you're doing a free sample of like an ad, like they might not want an ad, they might want a landing page redone. So what I'm saying is, people ask me all the time, it's like, what should I do for the free value? It's all about what they want. So this is why I have to research about what do they want. This is for freelancers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One thing that I also noticed is, I kind of said it before, but at the same time, people, like companies who are actually going to pay you a lot of money, they don't even want free work sometimes. Like it's definitely, you said it's great. It's a great way to start. But when you go, when you're longer in the game, like when you are actually working, when you have more experience, you realize that companies that will pay you the most, they won't care about
if they know they want something.
Yeah, they'll just hire you.
Like you obviously have to like know about the person you're going for, but they will just like, okay, you can do this, then here you go.
Yes.
So it's, I think that's something you should definitely go into if you're a freelancer in 2025, is do free work to get in the game, but also just know the business owner you're going for. They value their time. So it's just a strategy you pick. But
I think if I lost all of my clients and I had to sign them over again, which actually happened to me a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
If I had to sign them all over again, I would just build a personal brand. Maybe, and just showcase my work. So if I'm a copywriter, I'll just write the best captions there are on internet. I'll just create the best landing page ever. I'll send the best emails. I will build out the most complicated funnel for myself, because when somebody sees it and thinks, oh my god, like,
it's showing, not telling.
Yeah, this girl knows what she's doing. Like I really want to work with her because she obviously knows her stuff. So this is what I would do, because you need to show how valuable you are by putting out your work out there. And this is the best way to put your work out there, because you're not asking people to do it. They watch it, they look at your stuff because they want to. Like you're not asking them. I think this is the best part about the whole
what that makes so much sense. Like you're showing, but especially when you have like a personal brand. I can't have people come to me because of my personal brand. It's like that's so powerful. It's just a few videos, and it's like it can really do so much for you. So like you can really show them, not telling them like, oh, I can increase your revenue. It's like, well, can I see by your profile that you can do that? And like,
how much are you making?
It's like, so I think if you're like, even if you're selling high ticket, if you're selling high ticket products, even if you are a freelancer, having a personal brand and just being on social media is like, it's so important, because I think nowadays it's like a standard. You have to be on social media if you're especially if you're outreaching, even anywhere what you're doing. I was gonna add, like, if I was to start again with 0 clients, what I would probably do there's so much of it.
There is a lot.
There is a lot.
I would know what to focus on.
I would 100% like learn a full stack of skills. So I probably wouldn't go for one, but I would, you just like learn loads of skills, because that's what business owners, I like now knowing it, I know people like value that. But I would think like, what's the easiest way to like get clients? So obviously you do your profile because people need that. I would also look for like if you're a freelancer, this might be a little bit of a gem here. People in Copy Academy call it a concerning gem, which means it's like, it might be a bit too powerful.
Yeah.
But if you're like a freelancer and you want like easy work, like having a personal brand mixed with like reaching out to people in your local area and stuff like that, just easy way in.
This is a great
Because you know what? I won't tell the whole story, but my mum, she went to an aesthetic clinic the other day, and the woman needed help with her website.
Yeah.
And like I'm gonna work with her soon just from that. It's so unexpected. So yeah, I would 100% do all of that.
Totally agree with that. You know, the way I got into copywriting was because I was doing translation gigs before. So I did translation, and then I kind of thought, oh, if I can write, then maybe I'll just like write for a living. You know what I mean? So my first translation gig was because there was a charity in the local area.
Yeah.
And, you know, they needed somebody to translate a document from Ukrainian to English. And I did it for like £11 an hour. I worked for like 6 hours or something.
Yeah.
£11 an hour. And I thought, oh my days, like if I can do that for a living, it would be awesome. Which is why I got into copywriting, and I started learning all of those skills.
And you made more money from it.
Exactly.
You made more money from it. But yeah, you know what? I think we've got like 20 seconds left. Where can people find you?
Woo! Where can people find me? On Instagram and on YouTube. I'm posting on YouTube soon.
I'll put that in the bio. Anywhere else? Just Instagram, YouTube?
LinkedIn, but it's a bit shit.
Oh no!
You can find Alicia everywhere. She's on every platform.
Yeah, if you check in link in the description, there'll be everything. But comment if you want another podcast with us. We'll do another one. We can do another podcast together. I think people would like that. So put in the comments. If you want to join Copy Academy, there's also will be a link in the description.
Maybe our next podcast.
Yeah, should we do another one?
Yeah,
it'll be a lot more planned.
We were late to this one.
Yeah, we were like half an hour.
Half an hour late.
Oh shit.
We should have done an hour.
I think people will want more. So you know what? Comment below if you want more. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did. It's my first time on YouTube.
Thank you for. Oh my god. Yeah. See. Yeah. Thank you for coming though. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.